Okay, I want to get this out of the way and just say that this wasn't a video I was planning to make, and it was all unexpected. This video wasn't meant to hurt or attack anyone, but more so to spread awareness of this individual who has a concerning following within the Sprunki YouTube base. I'm making this video because this behavior is genuinely harmful within the community and its members that I cannot keep this silent anymore. Please do not attack this person. Please do not go out of your way to attack anyone mentioned in this video. I do not condone harassment whatsoever. If you are uncomfortable with these topics on screen, I highly suggest that you should click off this video for your sake. This video will be mentioning these topics. You have been warned. Viewer discretion is advised. Okay, so for context, me, Capri, was recently invited and hired to work on this underground project of a Sprunki game called Sprunki Night. It is a Roblox game that has similar elements for other Roblox games such as Pillar Chase 2, Forsaken, and partially Dandy's World, or for the old Roblox users, games like Flee the Facility. This project is one of the coolest projects I have ever seen, and good in a way that it looks professional and not tacky, which I do have hopes for this game, and I promise you guys that I will make this game special with me being hired. Now, what does this video have to do with this Roblox game? Just like any other Roblox game, it was kind of bound to happen that, Sprunki Night would have its own Discord server. While in the development, there was a member in the Discord server who was one of the devs of the game named Random. I'm going to be referring 55 plus Ocs Guys to the name Random to not make confusion, and because that's their current YouTube username. 55 plus is just their older but known name, so to keep it up to date, they're just going to be called Random. In other words, 55 plus Ocs Guy is Random. You get the point. On October 25th this year, I posted the demo of my biggest known project, Sprunklings. It was Sprunkling's 1-year anniversary, so I would post a demo on the update of Sprunklings on its anniversary. People were playing the game while I was receiving mixes of my mod in the Sprunki Night Discord server. People were talking about Sprunklings and sharing their OCs as Sprunklings and adoring the mod. Until something caught my eye. While I was typing in or reading in the Discord server, I came back with people telling Random to not post a specific thing. The specific thing would be gore of a Sprunkling. I'm very uncomfortable with the idea of my own idea of Sprunkling being abused or killed. It has to do a lot with my personal traumas, to put it lightly, and it's gross overall. It's a very touchy subject for me that I'd rather not explain into further detail why it disturbs me and it hurts me badly. So, anyways, people on the server didn't like Random for posting that image, and people were unaware of just how serious it actually was. Members disliked it, but other members hated it, being those mutuals that know me. The image was deleted, but my followers managed to screenshot it just in time before it was deleted. And this will be important for the future. Keep in mind for this later. Now, I understand that it was all a mistake since people don't know me or my boundaries, but killing a baby, which Sprunklings canonically are, is fucked up. I really tried to look into a fictional perspective like Five Nights at Freddy's about it being in the lore that kids die, but those kids were at least ranging from like 5 to 10 years old and not literal babies. Killing kids for no reason and it not being a part of the lore is fucked up. I'm fine with these topics when it's actually important to the lore and just not made for tacky shock value. If you're going to add these topics or things, make it make sense. I don't want no comments saying how I'm faking my boundaries all because I can't handle fictional media of kids being murdered or killed. If there's a kid in a horror movie that is protagonist, I refuse to ever watch it because I cannot handle a child getting harmed. Sorry. Sprunklings is one of my biggest interests. I think about it daily, so having abuse or murder themes into my space is weird and uncomfortable. I do not like these themes. That is just there for shock value.
Oh, but Capri! Sprunki has gore.
Well, yes, that is true. The reason why I'm fine with a character like Sky, who's canonically a minor, is because Sky, and every other character in Sprunki, do not belong to me. Sprunki itself does not trigger me, because I do not own it. Sprunki's death or abuse affects me, because I do not own it. I do not own the characters, yes, but I do own the idea and concept. If you're talking or referring to Sprunklings, then yes, you mean this Sprunklings. What Random did was targeted and was about my concept. On the server, I had a massive meltdown while suffering with my own trauma, and then I was extremely panicked. Panicked in a way that I felt like I was going to vomit as my palms were sweaty. When I first asked about after the message was deleted because I didn't see it, people were trying to cover it up. Basically, that one image of, oh, you don't want to know, oh, the horror, which made it worse. I deserve to know these things, and I don't know if it was just the message logs moving fast in the server, but it seemed like the message logs were being deleted by a mod. Yes, I'm also moderating that server. I'm not gonna say that is true because again, I do not know, so take this with a grain of salt, but I feel like it was important to note what Random did was disgusting. Here's the thing. All of this would have been resolved if Random was to actually apologize, but that is far from that. When I say that their response apology was dog shit, it's dog shit. Maybe I'm over-exaggerating what you're thinking. No, I'm not.
I am a very unserious person most of the time. I typically like to just use the internet to let out most of my dumb thoughts, and as a consequence, I cross boundaries. I don't like being serious, much less think about serious topics. This is why I didn't think twice while making one of Love's canon dislikes being she hates children, because lame and edgy dark humor. For the sake of it also, the Freaky Sprunki AU was just supposed to be Great and Winda, Part 1, so it was just a one-off video on my channel.
Are you dead ass? That's not an apology? Really? Go away or I'll ban you, I swear. Last warning. Okay, where's the part where you apologize? Are you being stupid on purpose, dude? It doesn't matter if you're not serious. You're getting me as a person. You get like piss me off so bad. I fucking the drama keeps getting worse. So I just felt like it because I could. Yeah. Dude, you are gonna get your ass kicked off the dev team if you keep this up, by the way. Please, dude, lock in. I'm pretty sure that's what's happening right now. I'm unserious, so that excuses my joke about harming kids. Hey, so being unserious doesn't excuse crossing people's boundaries. I really need you guys to stop throwing around the word drama. Every time something serious happens in here, you are just dismissing the situation, not contributing anything to help. I'm so serious that this apology is one of the worst fucking things I have ever read in my entire life. I'm talking YouTuber apology levels of straight ass. There's not a single sorry in this apology. Hell, calling an apology is an insult. It's just justifying actions of why you did that, and you did all of this on the Sprunkling's anniversary! A day where I was trying to celebrate the 1-year anniversary of Sprunklings! They technically would say sorry in a separate message, but they said sorry after people would egg them on and lash out on them. The apology was public in the server and members in there didn't take it too kindly. People were so angry with rage that they were just mistyping and becoming lightheaded. Lightheaded! The excuse was basically, I do dumb stuff because I don't think and I tend to cross boundaries but I'm not gonna change. Who wrote this? Colleen Ballinger? Oh wait! I love little girls, they make me.
Shut the fuck up!
Okay, so this is the part where it starts to get a bit more darker and a bit more into Random's entire Sprunki ordeal, I guess. Sprunki Freaky AU. Yes, all in the same sentence. Sprunki Freaky AU. This is probably by far one of the worst fucking AUs I have seen. And I've seen bad AUs like Blogs PJ's Daycare. But at least with that one, Undertale AUs are based off the same characters from Undertale made by an adult. But Sprunki? Sprunki was made by a minor! 15 years old, by the way. You have to be in a different level of a bad person to create an AU which the characters do sex and fuck. Random has no morals and think it's funny to have an AU this vile and, like, having the audacity to post this on the internet. And I am certain that they are aware of this. This AU, it's been going on for around a year now and I have not seen anyone take action or speak up against this. Random, I don't give a shit if you're a minor and are 16. You should have had the cognitive functions to understand that this is wrong. The creator would get harassed and you still kept posting the series to the public. I would say and summarize the series, but by God, I do not want to. I do not want to watch them. I have seen screenshots from my mutuals and it's one of the worst things I have ever seen. Sprunki is full of kids, Random, so exposing kids to adult themes like sex is a shitty act to do. Not to mention that you are a big part of making the community look bad and a big reason why Nineco hates their own fans. You are disrespecting a minor's boundaries and your excuse is, I am a very unserious person. I am a very serious person. Being unserious is an excuse to be making Sprunkling Gore and disrespecting Sprunki's literal creator. That does not excuse you. I don't give a shit what the lore or how the AU started. You should have known better that you shouldn't have continued the series. You've seen the backlash. You've seen the negativity you received. Yet you continued it because no one as big as you and as popular as me said anything about it until now. The fact that you have more subscribers than me is like the fact the community is rewarding you. Rewarding you for your shitty actions. If this is the future of Sprunki content in the community and people like you get rewarded with the attention of your videos get, I don't want it then. I know that the community is full of kids and they think that sex is funny because it's, adult related. I don't want a community that is rewarding people like you to keep making it. I have issues with you, Random, and it's the fact that you've been making this kind of content for a while and never thought once about how the creator feels. And you've proven that with your lack of empathy when you drew Sprunkling Gore. I'm disappointed in this community for not doing anything about this. This kind of content should not be allowed or encouraged at all whatsoever. As a Sprunki fan, I am embarrassed this kind of content gets this popular because people like me who just make Sprunki animations that isn't slap or brain numbing get punished for it. Why do you think that there's hate comments on my videos and others of Sprunki and the Big 25 wilting flower emoji? Why am I receiving hate for something that I can't control? Because of people like you, Random. You are a part of the reason why we are never getting any more Sprunki content. You are a part of the problem. And it's your fault creators like me get hate for something we didn't do. Trust me, as a Sprunki fan, I don't like these people. My mutuals don't like these people within the Sprunki community. And I'm so sorry for the people who think that Sprunki is terrible because for the content farmers and these vile content. Good, true Sprunki fans would actually support each other and not engage in this type of content and listen to Nineco's boundaries. Random, you are in high school. You are 10th or 11th grade, a sophomore or a junior. You have the capabilities to understand that this is wrong. You are just stubborn and do not care. I made Sprunklings when I was a junior. When I was 16 years old as well. So what is your excuse? You have received backlash and basically scoff at it. You hate comments. I know you aren't sorry for a damn thing and actually enjoy people angry at you. Or do you? When people went on for you making the Sprunkling Gore art, you panicked and said sorry in all caps. So which is it? Something tells me that under all of that rage bait, you are a weak, vulnerable person. Who gave you the goal to make a guilt trip message before being banned in the server about your character being scrapped? You are banned because of your behavior and the shit you do. Welcome to finding out what the consequences are. You put on this rage bait like persona when you are only just a scared, frail, meek person. Well. I know you are vulnerable. If not, why'd you scream in all caps? I am sorry. Which, by the way, you aren't sorry, and I will never forgive you. A few things I want to mention is that Random aged up Sky to be 18 to make it seem like it's okay to think this is okay. Sky is not a man. He's a little boy. He would not engage into pornographic actions. He collects teddy bears. Random in their videos would also go out of the way to find vile cropped porn art of Sprunki and put it in their videos, and no one does anything about it. No, seriously, why did you, Random, go out of your way to find not safe for work Sprunki art? Do you think it's funny? Laughing with the art that makes Nineco hate his own community? Laughing at the face of a minor who's suffering from the toxic sides of the community that disrespect him? This is the same community that caused him to have mental breakdowns, by the way. And you're actively making it worse. After the ban in the server, Random would, bring the topic in their community tab, as expected. Random would leave out some details, painting themselves as a victim, and have their character, Freaky Garnold, flipping off the characters from Sprunki Night, which, by the way, is just another level of sheer petty, confirming the word actually never sorry. Hey! Remember earlier when I mentioned the Sprunkling image that led them to get banned? There's two versions of the same drawing. I guess if there's a character in the series named Love, and they're like this pink butterfly. My mutual will describe him as like a predator, while me and my mutuals, our jaws just kept dropping lower and lower. Love is like this pink sprunky butterfly who has like two different expressions in the two versions of the same drawing, the gore of a Sprunkling would have. So here's the thing. Here's a comparison on screen that my friend made. So the Discord version. The Discord version would have Love have it like a more angry or hateful expression after killing their Sprunkling counterpart. And here's the YouTube version. The YouTube version would have Love stick their tongue out like a freak after killing their Sprunkling counterpart. Clearly, you did that to piss people off, Random. Why'd you change it? Nobody likes you, Random. Did that apology mean nothing? Somewhere deep down in there, you felt bad at one point, Random. You felt bad. You apologized to me, but it was probably one of the worst apologies that I have ever heard in my entire life. ever. And I watch people who make like the worst YouTube apologies like ever. But you are one of the most disgusting people I have ever met, Random. You disrespect my boundaries. You disrespect Nineco's boundaries. You disrespect everybody else's boundaries. You make people uncomfortable. You're manipulating kids to think that sex is funny and it's okay. You make the community look bad. And I can name so many other things of what you have done in this godforsaken community. I'm sorry. I cannot keep this silent any more longer, and it's actually for the greater good. Because kids are being hurt in the process. Kids are thinking that this is okay. This messes up kids' minds. This affects me. This affects my mutuals. This affects Nineco, who, without him, you wouldn't even be here. So you're biting the hand that feeds you. And this is more of a personal thing, but for me, I went through graphic things or things that were similar. I can't let you affect and turn kids into them to like suffering and then figuring out what happened, like what went wrong in their life because of you, Random. I cannot let history repeat itself, so I'm speaking up now. And for the community, if you see this kind of content, like content farms or sex and this and that and inappropriate vile stuff, do not engage. Ignore it. Or, better yet, report it. Ignore it, report it. Ignore, report.